It's actually like a slightly different shade than any other iPhone before. I mean, it's maybe closest to space gray, but because it's glass, it
gives it a different look.
It's a unique look.
Absolutely.
And I was noticing that it seems to hide fingerprints, at least on the silver version. I don't know if the black version is the same, but it seems to hide fingerprints a lot better than the previous iPhone that had a bit of an issue with that.
Yeah, it's been looking really good to me. Yeah, it has a great feel. The glass on the back really makes a difference. It feels really nice.
And the glass, even though it meets the stainless steel on the side, it's still sort of seamless as if it was all one material.
Yeah, you don't really get a sense of it.
No, you can't really
wrap
anything. Yeah.
It's very, very cool. Yeah, it has a great feel.
So I guess we should take a look at. Should we start with Face ID? I guess, since that's how we get into it these days.
So I'm just I can just lift, or I could tap to turn it on.
Yeah.
And then when I hold it up, that's it. It's open. You can see. And then I would swipe. Sure. And did you see the padlock flip? So that's how you know. I think that takes a little getting used to. That it's like, oh, it's open. Yeah. Now I just do this.
Right.
And you're ready to go. And then Apple Pay will work the same way. So if I do a double tap, Apple Pay is waiting for me. It doesn't see me. Now it sees me. Now it says hold near reader. So it's just waiting to verify against my face, and then it will let me in.
Right. And I've seen some comments about the fact that some people were hoping that there wouldn't be a swipe involved, but when you see it in person, it seems pretty quick in terms of you don't even really need to look to see if it unlocked. You just swipe, essentially. You hold the phone up and swipe.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly.
Once you get used to doing that, it's just a swipe, essentially.
Exactly. And when you're training it for Face ID, like you can see, I didn't even look. It's not like you do this. It's like you just look at it and it's ready.
Right.
And I think having played with it for a little bit now, I wouldn't want to just glance at my phone and have it open. So I kind of like that. Oh, yeah, it's unlocked. Now I can go for it.
Right. So it's more about unlocking than actually opening the phone.
Exactly. Yeah, totally. Of course, the other thing that's really noteworthy is just the quality of the screen, the brightness, the video. I can look at the video at true aspect ratio, or I could actually wrap it right to the edges, which we've never done before.
Right.
And it looks fantastic.
And it might be sort of hard to tell on camera here, but after getting the iPhone 8 demo and then seeing the step up in quality on not just video, but the AR stuff, which we'll take a look at in a minute, it is really, really impressive in person.
Yeah. The screen is unlike anything I've ever seen. It really is gorgeous, and I'm really into photography and video. So,
maybe we can just show the AR quickly, since
absolutely,
we're talking about it.
Yeah. So a great example of that is FreeBlade. Let's turn that on. So what I'm going to do here is it just found the table, and then it just plants the character on the table. And if you were to play the game, you can see it all happening right in your actual environment.
Right. And this isn't just thanks to the OLED display, but it's also the new camera, right? That improves AR dramatically.
Right. And so, like Phil mentioned, the cameras are actually calibrated with AR in mind, understanding how critical it is that we understand where these planes are and how it all works together. So, so some great for gaming. It's fantastic.
Can you show us how the home button works, or rather the lack of home button on the iPhone 10?
Yeah, absolutely. So let's just take anything like a photo, any app that we're in. So you'll notice now at the bottom of the screen you have this little bar, and I just push up, and that's the home button essentially. That's always going to take you to your home screen.
Right.
Very, very easy wherever you're at. Web browsing. It's really just a flick up and you're out of there.
Right, and that's super quick too, even maybe quicker than fumbling for the home button.
Yeah. Now the other question that people ask is about multitasking.
Yeah.
And so the way you do that is you do the same gesture, but you just pause.
Yeah.
And then you've got all of your other apps there.
And I also noticed if you hold, you're able to delete.
Right. So if I just pause for a moment, now I get the ability to either just tap those minus buttons, or I can just swipe up the way I've always done in the past.
And you don't need to initiate the delete buttons. You can still just swipe up without
just swipe up. Exactly. Yep. That's exactly right. So that's really the key to the navigation there. The other a lot of nice new features in photos and camera, including this is a great example of where we've used the new portrait lighting.
Yeah.
So I can move between these settings. You can see the original photo is actually shot with a background.
Right.
And as I move between these, it's making adjustments primarily to the light on her face. Again, we're using that depth map and the face information, the depth map there to be able to separate her from the background.
And so is the first setting there, is that your original photo?
Yeah, exactly. And so when you take photos now, you'll always have this option available to you. You don't have to switch it to a different portrait lighting mode, but that UI will be there.
And like the iPhone 8 Plus, with the iPhone 10, you can also do the portrait lighting with the front-facing selfie camera.
Yes. Yeah, exactly.
Which I guess is what might be happening in this photo.
Yep,
here.
exactly. Big change was with our slow-mo. Slow-mo now is supported at full 1080 resolution. So we've always done 240 frames per second, but this is 240 frames per second at 1080, not 720.
Oh, okay.
In the past, you had to compromise on the resolution in order to get that speed. So slow-mo looks fantastic.
And I suppose that's thanks to the improved camera and processing power.
Yep. The other thing that was pointed out is that noise reduction is actually handled on hardware now. There's dedicated hardware processing. It's not just a software operation. So you're going to see much better noise reduction when we're shooting in these like very, very low light situations. Even with an iPhone, even without a flash, you're getting incredible detail. It's still sharp. It's not filled with digital noise. This, to me, has been one of the really nice big improvements. These are fantastic low light shots done on the iPhone camera.
And so, because we don't have a home button now, we also have the side button to activate Siri. Is that right?
That's right. So Siri is just just holding down on that side button, and there we are.
Yeah. And is that a dedicated Siri button at this point, or it can be used for other things? Or?
It's an Apple Pay button too, because if 2 taps on it will give you Apple Pay.
2 taps will give you Apple Pay.
Yeah.
Oh, right, just like the home button.
Right. Yeah. Right. Exactly. So, and it's called the side button.
So in theory, it could be used for other things.
Yeah.
If
I believe you can also use it for screenshots.
Oh, screenshots.
I think the volume up and the side button together will give you a screenshot.
Right, because our old screenshot method was the power and home button, so we need to replace that.
Exactly. That's right. So that's the other thing. Did you see me doing the clips demo?
No, let's just get that. That'll be a good
so
thing.
So now one of us is gonna have to be on camera for that though, because I think we'll see you.
Yeah, you can do that.
So let's go ahead and let me just turn it on. So there we are. So this is the normal selfie view in clips. But what we were able to do is use the API for the True Depth camera to introduce a feature called Scenes, which separates you from the background. So it's still you. We put a filter on you so that you match the background, but you'll notice wherever we turn, you're in a 360-degree. We've basically taken the Steve Jobs Theater out of here, and I can just swipe from scene to scene. I could put you in a drawing of a tea garden. I can put you on the Millennium Falcon with all the detail in the background. We can swipe and put you into a sketch drawing or a city at night or outer space. It's really fun, and this is only possible with the True Depth camera system because we're able to separate you from your background.
Right.
So that's a feature called Scenes. Once you pick the one that you want, you can then actually create a little video that you would post with you in this different world.
And I guess these clips features will likely be out in time for the iPhone 10.
Yeah. So this is just a little sneak preview, but we'll have it available when people.
And is that something that you'll only be able to do with iPhone 10, or it'll work maybe?
The Scenes feature will only be iPhone 10 because it does require the True Depth camera system.
Right. Gotcha. Thank you so much.
Absolutely. Yeah.